Okay, so now let's create the app.py. So I'll open the app.py, and inside that actually we'll be using Flask to create the web application. So here you can see, guys, I'm importing Flask render template and request. Okay, so if you know basics about Flask, I think that would be better. And we are also importing NumPy and Pandas. Then I also need to import my prediction pipeline from my pipeline itself. Okay, then if I want to initialize the Flask, I have to write this code. If you go to the Flask documentation, you will see that they are also initializing this particular line. Then we'll be creating 3 route. One is for the default route. That means whenever user will hit my application, they will get the index.html page. Okay, and it will render the HTML page. And you can see inside template we are having the HTML. Okay, HTML actually file, but inside that I don't have any code. So I'll show you the code. Okay, I already prepared one HTML and CSS template for you. You can use it as it is. Then apart from that, I also need another folder called static. Okay, inside static we'll be keeping all the, let's say, rendering image, then JavaScript, CSS. Okay, these are the code as well. So let me quickly add these are the things in my project. So guys, as you can see, I have already added the index.html. So this is the HTML code, and no need to worry if you're not familiar with HTML. I will suggest no need to worry. This is not your task. It will be done by the front-end developer. Okay, so this is one actually basics form actually I'm creating. So this is the entire HTML, and this is one another HTML I'm creating called results.html, because see, this one I need whenever user will hit the submit button, they will get one result page. Okay, so this is the result page actually I have prepared. And apart from that, there is another folder called static. Inside that I have kept some asset like image, then icon. So these are the thing, and this is the CSS code, and this is the JavaScript code. No need to worry. So this one I have downloaded from the internet. So let me show you. So there is one amazing website you can refer called Bootstrap. So Bootstrap will give you all kinds of actually HTML and CSS kinds of template. Okay, so you can see if you can go to the example section, you will have all kinds of form. Okay, so you can choose any of them, you can download as it is. Apart from that, there are so many form. You can just simply search like HTML form template download free. You will get different website. You can also download it, and based on that you can do the customization. Okay, so I'll share my template with you so you can use it in your every project. If you're getting this kinds of machine learning project, you can use it as it is. Okay, and the change you can do the title. Then if you want to change the form and all, you can change it here also. Let's say this is the form. Now I'm taking all the, let's say, input: fixed acidity, volatile acidity, citric acid, residual sugar. Okay, these are the form you can change here. Okay, you can change the name. Got it? So if you have at least basics knowledge about HTML, like how we can at least change the variable, so you will be able to use the HTML code. That's it. Now let me close it, and I will render. I will show you, okay, how it will look like. So so first of all, I will create a training route here. So whenever, let's say, user will give the /train, okay, so it will start the training. And for training, actually what I'm doing, I'm using voice.system command. Inside that you can see I'm executing python main.py. Python main.py is a command, I think you know. And if you want to execute any command inside Python, you can use voice.system. Okay, then once training is done, it will give you training successful. So then we'll be doing the prediction as well. So this is the prediction route I have created. Okay, entire prediction route. So here I'm taking all the input from the form. Okay, you can see request.form, like fixed acidity, volatile acidity. Okay, so you can see here inside index.html. So here is the input I'm taking. So fixed acidity. So this is a form actually. You can see form. Okay, this is a form. So from here actually I'm taking the input from the user. And once I have all the data, what I'm doing, I'm creating one list. You can see with all the features. Then after that I'm reshaping it. Then I'm doing the prediction, and whatever prediction actually I'm getting, I'm rendering in my result.html. That's it. And if some exception is going on, it will throw the exception. Otherwise, it will render the index.html page. And now if I want to show you my application, so you have to execute this command. So here I'm running. So here I'm running my application localhost port number 8080. And here you can also mention debug is equal to true. Okay, that means if you change anything, it will automatically reflect in your code. This line I don't need. Okay, now let me execute and let me show you the app, how it will look like. So let me clear. Make sure first of all you train the model. Okay, model should be present inside artifact, otherwise you won't be able to do the prediction. So for me, I already have the model, so I'll just write python app.py. Now give the allow permission. Now see your application is running. Open the Google Chrome and search for localhost port number 8080. See, this is the application. Okay, this is the web app I have created. It's a simple web app. Fine quality prediction, a quality checking web app. You can change the title also from the HTML page. Now here you can pass the value. Let's say I will give any value you can give. As of now, let's give some dummy value. Okay. You can check the data and you can give the value. Okay, with respect to that. Just for quick purpose, I'm giving some dummy value here. Now let me do the prediction. Now see, it is telling this is the wine quality. Okay, that means it is working fine. You can also add your social media link. So these are my social media link, my LinkedIn, my YouTube, as well as my GitHub. Okay, so yes, I hope guys you got it, how we can create the web application if I'm creating any kinds of let's say machine learning project. It's not like that always you have to like keep this code as a raw code. You just also need to create this kinds of web application so that if anyone is coming, those who are not familiar with coding, they can also at least use your application. Okay, I hope it is clear. So now what we'll be doing the deployment of this project. So we'll be creating the Docker file first of all. Then I'll show you the CI/CD deployment on the AWS cloud. Now let me commit the changes in my GitHub. So before committing, I also need to add the artifact inside my .git ignore because I don't want to push my artifact. Okay, so artifacts. So this folder I'm not going to push. Now let me commit the changes. App added. Okay, done. Now if I go to my GitHub and refresh the page, you'll see that everything is up to date right now. Okay, now let's create a Docker file and let's do the deployment.